have been learning in the Bible about the heart of David. David was a warrior for God, and a lot of people know about the story about Goliath, how he went out to the battlefield, he killed Goliath with a sling and a shot. Really cool. He just has this like God-fearing, he's just a man after God's own heart. I want to flip through after David has been pursued by Saul. Saul tried to kill him, and David was running for his life. He literally says that there's like a step between him and death. So David felt this death approaching and knocking at his door because Saul was jealous of him, trying to kill him. And he was just like running. And this whole time David knew he was going to be king, but like he did have a lot of battles to fight. So I want to flip through when he's already become king and point out a couple things that I think we could take from and learn. So when the Philistines heard that David had been anointed king over Israel, they went up in full force to search for him. But David heard about it and went down to the stronghold. Now the Philistines had come and spread out in the valley. So David inquired of the Lord, "Shall I go and attack the Philistines? Will you deliver them into my hands?" The Lord answered him, "Go, for I will surely deliver the Philistines into your hands." So David went to Baal-perazim, and there he defeated them. He said, "As waters break out, the Lord has broken out against my enemies before me." Once more, the Philistines came up and spread out in the valley. So David inquired of the Lord, and he answered, "Do not go straight up, but circle around behind them and attack them in front of the poplar trees. As soon as you hear the sound of marching in the tops of the trees, move quickly, because that will mean the Lord has gone out in front of you to strike the Philistine army." So David did as the Lord commanded, and he struck down the Philistines. So David feared God. He feared God enough to not kill Saul, his enemy, when Saul was trying to kill him. He feared God enough in this instance to inquire of the Lord. And I want to hit us with two things he did. Was he inquired of the Lord about, should I go to this battle, will I win it? If I go in this battle, is it going to be mine? And God's like, yes, you're going to win it, do it. Then he inquires of the Lord again, and he's like, how do I do it? And God's like, yeah, don't go straight on, but you're going to circle behind him. God gave him strategy of how to defeat his enemy. And what is really cool is that like we don't have battles necessarily like David where we're killing people, but there are definitely battles that we go through. Some battles are not meant for us to fight. The only way that you're going to know which battle is yours to fight is to inquire of the Lord and to ask him. You have to inquire of the Lord and fear God enough to ask him, is this my battle? And if the answer is yes, then you need to inquire of the strategy of how to go about it, because sometimes the strategy changes. So if David would have taken his last strategy of how he defeated his enemy Goliath and said, well, with Goliath, I went straight on with a sling and a stone and I killed this giant. If he would approach this battle in the same way, he would have lost it. He had to know the strategy of this new battle. So new battles bring about new strategies, and God has the answer to those, but we have to fear him. We have to inquire of him. Like fearing God is listening to him. It's asking him, it's acknowledging him in any situation. That's how we fear him in our lives. We invite him in. And we have to do that to know if, first off, if it's even our battle to deal with, because sometimes it's not even up to us. Like we should not even put our energy into that battle. And then the other thing we need to do is, if it is our battle, then what's the strategy? Because what I used last time is not going to defeat this enemy. Invite God in on it, to ask God to be part of it, because at the end of the day, it's not about us winning the battle. It's about, do we know him? And the only way we can know him is through inquiring of him and acknowledging him. So it's about knowing him. It's not just about defeating the battle. It's not just about having the victory in the battle. I think God's less concerned with us even having the victory. He does let us do it, but he's least concerned about that. And he's more concerned about, do I know you? Do I have your heart? Have you acknowledged me? Can you listen to my voice? Can you hear my voice? And that's where we really win, and that's where we find him. If you want to subscribe to my channel, do it, and comment on this, like it. Let me know if you feel this way, if you want to add something that is really good to this, because I just like talking about the Bible and I just want to share that with people.